Hi everybody, Father Bill Holtzinger from St. Anne Catholic Church, and it is that time again this year. Last year we did an unboxing of the Easter candle, and guess what? Here it is, our Easter candle. It's a little shorter this year. I think it was a little longer, kind of like that. We took some size off of it, but we're gonna open it up. Now, normally I'd open it up, and I have actually my tools here to open it up because it has staples, but the vendor here, he was so kind. He noticed that something took a chunk out of the box here. There's a chunk out of there, so we were concerned that there was some damage, so he already opened it up. So this is an unboxing for me. I haven't unboxed it, so he's seen it. And you haven't yet, and neither have I. So let's do this, okay? But before we do this, since I don't really need my screwdriver or my wrench, I do need some gloves on to protect my hands, and scissors. So that's all we gotta do. It should be is just to cut this open, and we'll see what we got. Before we do that, it says Cathedral brand. And it says it's 51% beeswax. The Easter candle is supposed to be made of beeswax, so there it is. And it's called Lilium. Lilium is the Latin for lily, a lily flower. So let's take a look at this. This last year we didn't have as many baptisms and didn't use the Easter candle as much. And in the past we've noticed that we haven't really burned the candle down as much. So maybe you get a shorter one. So that's what we decided to do. And the other thing is, often when we had baptisms, it was really hard for the godparents to light their candles from the Easter candle because it was way up there. So let's just see what we got. I'm excited. This is cool stuff. It's kind of like Christmas in March, late March, for the Easter celebration. This is what this is all about. And by the way, we have another box here. This came with it. We'll get to that in a second. Put that aside. Let's see what we got. You ready? Let's open it up. Okay. How's this opening up? Oh, it's opening up this way. It says, handle with care. Thank you. You're welcome. That's exactly what we're going to do. Comes pretty well packaged there. Foam insulation. Let's see what we got. Set that aside, put that down there. There's our first sign. Looks like we got some images and some decorations in there. Oop. Here we got the first, here, take a look at this. These are called the nails. They symbolize the 5 wounds of Christ that get used in the Easter Vigil. We actually place these on the candle and print them on the candle at the Easter Vigil. It's called a luminarium, I believe, at the very beginning of Easter Vigil. So let's take this out very gently. Oh yeah, this is a lot easier to handle than last year's. And let's put that down here. Get it out. And let's see, this is, how big is this? It says it is 3 by 36. Okay, so 3 inches wide, 36 inches long. Let's undo this. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these now because we need them, turns out. And this is where it's really helpful to have some fingernails, I think. So let's get this out of here. And then I'll put it all back because you can't just have this hanging around because it could accidentally fall over and break. And this has happened to people. People actually receive these and they've been broken. That's what our vendor was concerned about. Thank goodness it didn't happen. So we'll put those on the side. And let's take a look at the Easter candle and see if maybe we can talk about what it is we're looking at. Let's go ahead and cut that open. Remember, lilium is Latin for lily. I'm not a Latin expert, and I did look that up, so there you go. There we go. We got all the parts mostly taken out here. And there we go. Take a look. There it is. There it is. Awesome. We have an image here of a lamb that was slain. That's kind of from the book of Revelation. It's standing, and there's a little, it's hard to see it, but there's a flag here, and there's supposed to be a wound there. So he's triumphant. Also prominent on this is the Alpha, and then down below is the Omega. Central course is the cross. This is called a Paschal Candle. Paschal meaning Christ's suffering, death, and resurrection. That's the Paschal mystery. And this Paschal Candle is supposed to symbolize that. Let's take a look at some of the other items on here. So we have Fleur-de-le, which again, I'm not an expert at French, but a Fleur-de-le is the flower of lilies, and that's what's here. And next to it, we have bees. Remember where wax comes from? Typically comes from bees, right? So this is wax from bees. And ancient symbolism of sacrifice was bees. And so Christ sacrificed himself for us. Looking down further on the candle here. Again, the fleur-de-lis again, and the bees. We got gold bands, that's beautiful. And what's called a chi-rho, which could also be said as kiro, depending how you want to pronounce it. But it's the first two letters of the Greek word Christos. And so that's actually letters superimposed on each other, the first two letters of Christos. Of course, the cross itself is prominent in the center, and we have the year. So this is the year 2021. We will be taking these wax nails. Again, they're not really nails, but they symbolize nails. And we'll be placing them on the different parts of this front of this candle. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if I can pull it all in and get a good sense of how big it is. Oh yeah, that's actually quite reasonable to pick up and move. Much better. Again, our previous candle was way up here. Way up here. So we'll go with a little bit shorter candle this year. And I hope your parish has gotten their Paschal Candle. I think it goes all the way around. Yeah. Looks like it's in great shape. If you have the chance to go to Easter Vigil Mass, the beginning of the Easter Vigil Mass, this plays a big role. So what happens at the Easter Vigil Mass? At least here, our members of our RCIA will be outside of the church. The rest will be inside because of COVID. And we will video stream the lighting of an Easter fire. And from that fire, we'll bless it, take a candle, and then light this candle. We'll have what's called a follower, a metal piece that we'll put over here, a follower. And we will have used these nails here, signifying that all time belongs to God. He's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. And then we'll process this candle into the darkened church. From this one candle, then, we light other candles until we've entered the entire church. And the whole church then, and all people inside, have these little taper candles, and it lights up the whole church. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful ceremony. And then the exalted occurs. When that happens, we douse we turn on the lights in the church so we see what we're doing. And then at the end of the exalted, we put out our lights and we continue with the Mass. But this then plays a role then going forward in all our funerals and baptisms, because it's a sign of Christ's Paschal mystery. Now, I want to encourage you, when you go to Mass, to take a look at your Easter candle. There's all kinds of different designs. This is just one of them. And take a look at it. The current one we have right now that we will be replacing had an image of the Stations of the Cross on it. So what does yours have? And maybe you can put those in the comments here if you like. This is on Facebook or YouTube. Probably Facebook, probably best. YouTube, we kind of killed off the comment section there. But on Facebook, check that out. Go ahead and put comments on there. And what are the symbols on your Paschal candle? Check it out. So in the weeks that follow Easter, this will be prominently displayed in the sanctuary or close to it, or around the baptismal font, and you can see what choice your parish made. Again, I'm Father Bill Holtzinger. Thanks for joining me for this unwrapping of the Paschal Candle for 2021. May God bless you and have a great week and a great Holy Week. Bye-bye. Well, hey, I just almost ended this video and I realized we haven't opened up this box. This box right here, I said it came with this other one. Let's check it out as well. This is also, it says Lilium. These are complementing altar candles. That means these candles will go on the altar when we also use this Easter candle. So let's check those out. Let's see what they look like. Okay. Got some nice packing in here. Again, we got that foam covering. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Again, you have the Lamb who's slain. That's the image there. And you have, there you have the Fleur-de-le. By the way, the Fleur-de-le, that ancient symbol, which of course it's a flower, a specific kind of flower. It's a lily, but it's also an ancient form of Christian faith. Here we go. We have the bees. And again, bees were an ancient sign of sacrifice. So that's one candle. And let's take care of this other candle. So we can have two candles. Here we go. There we are, matching candles. These are altar candles that go along. See how they match? It's the Easter candle or a Paschal candle. There you go. So there we are. That is the unboxing, the second unboxing of our Easter candle and our accompanying altar candles. Again, Father Bill Holtzinger, God bless you all, and I hope you have a great Easter season.